watch.
Okay. Or like your shows are the most popular.
Someone who I think that didn't.
Yeah.
I think that in Udta Punjab.
Yeah.
I also think that you got married at the peak of your career.
Yeah, yeah.
Like till date.
I think Amir just wanted to be like 100% sure. So very randomly out of the blue, I got a call from Amir to, you know, that I want you to hear this film and this and that, and like, you know, I'm very excited about it. And it just happened very organically because I heard the script like just then, the minute he called me, and he was just like, let's read some scenes. I want you to read. I think that, you know, I respect Amir tremendously. I think I've been a self-confessed Amir fan, right? I don't know. I think since I've been like 10 years old.
Right.
I mean, I think he truly is one of the finest actors, one of the finest minds that we have in this, you know.
I mean, Yukita saw you. Yeah.
Never. But you know, the one who told me, he was like, what's wrong with you? He was like, even an Al Pacino would test for a part.
Right.
He would be like, there's nothing wrong. We all have to be sure.
Correct.
So I feel that, you know, I want to also keep evolving.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to live like in my own kind
Correct.
of, you know, whatever palace that, okay, this is the way I am. Not at all. I'm very happy. I want to do different kind of work.
Right. His life, you know, she meets him at various.
Of course. I mean, it's like everyone knows that if Amir would call me for anything,
Right.
a big part, small part, anything, I would love, I just wanted to work with him. I just, like I said, I think he's a cinematic mind, one of the greatest cinematic minds that we have in our business. And I've also done like I think he's had such a long career graph, and look at the way he's evolved. He evolves with each film, each character. So obviously, I think that, you know, you get to learn so much.
Sure.
And I don't know, I think that just, you know, doing parts that, you know, make you want to jump.
Correct.
I think he's made films like where he's just passionately involved in that.
True.
I've never seen something like that. When Homie offered it to me, I was like, actually, if you go to see, it's a very small part, Homie. You know, so should I really be doing it? You
Right.
know, I don't know. I thought about it. But, you know, going back, and I feel that I think it's just great, like you said, you know. And I think in today's time, there's nothing known as, you know, main lead or like so-and-so is like the hero of the movie.
Correct.
Or the heroine of the movie. I think that time has gone.
True.
I think it's all about just a part. Or, you know, on people who are watching the film.
Right.
So I think that I'm very happy that I've started approaching my career in this manner. You know, otherwise then, you know, after 20 years of being
Correct.
in
If
the
you're still
business.
Udta Punjab, I think that delicate.
That's an amazing question also. And I'm happy that you've asked me this because, like I said, you know, sometimes you just get caught up in that trap of being a star.
Correct.
You know, like a superstar. I just want to do parts that are just about me. I just want to do roles that are just about, you know, like I want to be the central character. And that's never been that. I've never wanted to do that. I never wanted to do it in Refugee or Chameli or Dev or any of these movies.
True.
Of course, I had to do that because, you know, of course I am like a, you know, star, and that just happened, you know, pander to that image as well. But actually, I've always been the hungry actor. I've always wanted to do, you know, different parts. So when Udta was narrated to me, when Chaube came and said that this is it, and of course I knew that Alia had a very, very hard-hitting. Like when I heard it, I was like, no, I think it's just amazing, and I want to do this.
Correct.
So I think that's what kind of, you know, has kept me going and adds this kind of newness and freshness that I'm okay to, you know, try out something else even if I'm not really the central part. Despite being a mainstream star. No. That's only Saif Ali Khan. An actor is as good as his lines.
Right.
If an actor is fully prepared with his dialogues, when you're there, you can juice it, you can milk. If you know, it's like cooking a dal.
Right.
It's like, you know, to say is that, you know, it's like you know exactly what needs to be put.
Right.
So you're prepared that, okay, this is what I have to do. And, you know, then you can mix it and cook it and pako it and, you know, kind of it turns. No, but I prepare my lines.
Okay.
I am one actor I will know not only my lines, and that actually Shakun has an amazing story about. Whatever. And he actually in one scene, and he must have thought I haven't read the script. He must have thought that obviously I've just given him this movie. That's it. But he actually wanted to change. He changed a line in a scene. Like literally 2 words. And I kind of cut the shot and I told him, I said, Shakun, you changed this line. And he was like, yeah, but it's like just like one line. And he was like, how do you remember that? I said, listen, don't. Kind of shocked him, and whenever I see him now, he reminds me also that, listen, you know that. So,
yeah,
co-actors.
Correct.
Because we kind of bounce off his energy.
Yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
if he's adding a slight, like I feel like there's a lot of freshness. So I was like excited to work with him because I was like, no, you know, so seeing like Bebo with problems. But I think this added a lot of newness. So, you know,
Right.
with all these things also, I feel really, really matter in today's time.
Do you feel like there is a big difference?
I think there's a lot more maturity and understanding of the craft decades. I feel like earlier there was a lot more, I don't know, excitement. So the performance also,
Right.
you know, all my performances were also a little excited because I was happy to like, you know,
Correct.
just be an actor, and I'm very instinctive. So I think I've just understood the craft. I don't know about being a better actor, but I probably have understood the craft. I mean, I think that there's been different ones,
Sure.
you know. I've actually, because, you know, being so switch on, switch off, and because of loving performing and acting so much, it's never really been tough. But if I may say,
Yeah.
which people will not believe, I think people would get upset if I would say that I'm not like her.
Right.
Because they loved her so much
Correct.
that, you know, people were like, no, but she's like this only. So I kind of let it play along and say that, okay, fine, maybe I am. But I think Imtiaz and me actually, it took that kind of time to get into this zone of her being so free, he being so precise about everything. I think that was quite, well, it's not Heath, but
Okay.
they've stayed with me so much. So I'm just like, okay, fine, let people think that this is me.
Right.
But honestly, I genuinely feel that all characters have a little bit of, you know, what the person is. But I can't pick a character and say that, okay, this is me.
Right.
You know, no, this is not me. Yeah, and I enjoyed doing it so much that I think it was just milieu was so different.
True.
But I think playing that part was something that I actually enjoyed so much that I think it just flowed. I was always a very emotional person, but now I think there's probably a lot more. There's a lot of emotions flowing here and there. Probably hormones going haywire. I don't know, you know. But yeah, I think it has. It has helped me definitely, you know, in some way. But the way I look at life is now, I don't look at life through my eyes. You're going to be one of those typical mothers who are going to be like, you know, all the time clinging to your son. And I'm just like, and I was like earlier, when he was like 7-8 months, I would be like, no, I'm going to be like really chilled and very relaxed. But it's like, I just can't, you know, it's like
Right.
I'm just obsessed. I can't help it. But, you know, I'm
Good news, which is, legacy. Have these things been?
I mean, but though I feel everybody's experiences one should hear, one
Right.
should kind of absorb. But I think, especially when it comes to being a mother, my experiences are very personal and it's my own.
Sure.
You know, because there's no perfect crown for like
Correct.
following. Of course, there are like thousands of books. I mean, you'll stumble, you'll falter, but that's also
True.
You know, that's the way I've always approached my career, my life, my marriage, everything.
Right.
Well, he understands that Amma and Abba have gone for shooting.
Right.
You know, so he's understood that they go out to work and that's called shooting, and he's been to the set, so he understands that zone.
Right.
But I don't think as of now he's really interested, you know, in that. He's curious, but we haven't shown him.
Sure.
I don't want, because very, very innocent, and right now all he wants to do is just bhaga. Anything you ask him, what do you want to do? Bhaga. So I'm like, what? Bhaga.
And it's far away, of course.
You know, I mean, I would want him to do exactly what he wants in
Sure.
his life. But I don't know, but a cricketer would be exciting, nah? Because he likes dance. When it like Saif starts, but not Hindi music, he wants to dance on like these old funky songs. And suddenly the music, Saif starts playing music, and from wherever in the house he comes and he starts. So right now he's in that phase. That 16th of October was I was getting married, and I had a couple of people call me on the 14th of October and say that, are you sure that your career will be over? And like, you know, everything will, like, it won't be the same. And I was like, we'll see, na. What is it at the most? It's fine, na. I won't have work at the end of the day. This is it. It's not going to happen, you know. And I was just like, okay, fine. We'll deal with it, na. I'll cross that bridge when it comes, because I've always,
Right.
you know, led my life like that. That let the situation happen, and then I'll tackle it at that point of time.
Right.
But I was like, I have nothing to do with my professional decisions.
Right.
And I think so that was the first decision. And then everyone was like, oh, now baby, then you'll definitely get into like, mummy mode. And I was like, okay, fine, we'll see. I mean, that also happens, but
World should be like in a perfect world.
Bold, because normally every would be like a comeback movie should be about me.
Right.
It should be like, a biopic or some sort of thing that would where I'll be able to show my
Central kind of role. Is it a coincidence that all the films that you're doing are
like amazing to like, do? Of course, I'm open to it.
Right.
But I mean, like I think Lal Singh is, I think it's amazing because it's a beautiful film. And to be the only girl in it also, and to have a central part, I think that is something that I'm probably is. And probably someone like Saif.
Right.
But if you're asking me Varun Dhawan or Randhir Singh, I'm not quite. Because I think you need to have that mind. I don't know what zone they're in. Also, I mean, they've like probably just started their careers where they're like, this is it. But times are changing. Anything is possible. Like, I mean, Brad Pitt played like a small part in character.
True.
So anything can happen. About time, na?
True. To enjoy it. And of course, dual of interest with Sacred Games. I mean,
I think so. I think that today it's not about. I think the lines are kind of everything's about content.
Yeah.
Digital, web. I don't know. I don't want anyone to like say that. I don't like it when they say that also, because I think that it's doing injustice.
Right.
Today there's so many beautiful documentaries out there also. I mean, which people are. Is it that it has to only be the big screen?
Right.
I am very excited to do a show like a Delhi Crime. I would love to do it.
Okay.
And it has nothing. I think that in fact, I mean, I would like I said, I would love to do it.
Right. Okay.
Well, I think that like I said, I don't want to plan.
Right.
I don't want to plan. I don't want to tick mark anything. I don't want to do anything like by the book.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know. Anything can happen before I'm 40. But hopefully I'll reach Aurora Borealis, because that's where I really want to go.
Nice.
I want to go to see the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Life in such,
True.
I think that if you're crossing a road and something falls on your head, you can die.
Correct.
That